didn't return your calls when you finally came to your senses. I found somebody else. Besides, you and I were never compatible. Oh, I know I begged you to not leave me that one time, but that was just a smokescreen because I didn't have anybody else. You know I can't be alone. I've got to have somebody with me at all times. So, if you and I were dating and we weren't getting along so well, and I still chose to hang in there, well, there's the clue for you, sweetie. You better believe I was looking. I was looking for a new one, but you had too much money. So I figured, well, I'll just keep on going through with this until I find someone else, which I finally did. Anyway, I thought you told one of your friends who told me that you were kind of confused whenever I did those things that you claimed were torturing of you, dealing with your fear of water. Do you remember that? Well, you, if you recall, on our first date told me just how terrified you are of the water and how you didn't like swimming pools. Well, remember the time I took you to the cove, which is surrounded in water? Remember how you expressed concern that you didn't want to be around so much water? And I accidentally tripped over my high heel and landed you right in the middle of that pond or that lake or whatever it was. And you were so terrified. Well, honey, that was not an accident, just so you know.
You see, when I meet people, I first try to win them over. So, when they tell me about their greatest fears and their rejections that hurt them, I file that away because I know how much it hurts them. But in due time, dear. I'm also focusing on the things they want and need for the moment, like I did with you, when I saw that your bathroom really needed a scrubbing. So remember that one morning you woke up and saw it glistening and sparkling, you could see your face in it? Well, honey, I planned on moving in, taking your house over, and kicking you out to the police, but it didn't work out. So, the point was, my gift helped me in several different settings. So, I noticed what you needed, and I took care of it. And I kept the other stuff quiet. Well, until we went to the cove. So, and you may wonder why the one time you attempted to fight back with when I told you I was scared of cold water. Because I had to tell you something. I didn't want to copy you exactly, but I had to mirror something like what you liked or what you were afraid of. And you threw me in that pool of cold water, and I just laughed. Honey, you're gullible. The point is, when you're dating me, I know everything about you. You think you know everything about me, but you don't know a single thing because none of it's real. I figured it's safe to tell you this now because I'm out of here. I found what I need. This one's rich and loving and way more hung than you. Plus, he appreciates the fact that I'm a transgendered, transhuman lesbo. And he wants to hear my sex tales about Hillary and when we had fun together.
Oh, and one more thing. I heard it through the rotten grapevine that you just couldn't understand after all our talk about how when you told me that your ex cheated on you, I promised you I would never do such a thing, and I never have. Only for you to find out later that I was actually screwing the entire high school football team. And you just couldn't comprehend that? Well, honey, let me break it down for you.
Oh, wait a minute, honey, I ain't done with you yet. Oh. I remember when we met, how you told me that your awful abusive ex cheated on you, and that caught my attention because I love previous victims of cheaters because they're well primed from my brand of abuse, which of course I would never admit to at the time. But I listened to your sob stories and got the impression that evidently being faithful to you is something important. Me? Have I ever been faithful to anyone? No, except for me. I'm faithful to me and me only. So if we're gonna do a walkthrough, I'll just tell ya. When we met, and you were going on and on about how you thought I was beautiful, but you just weren't ready to get close to anyone. I was in a hurry. I had just gotten dumped by my previous lover who, not my fault he walked in on me with his mother. His mother came on to me, and out of respect for their family, I let her lick my tuna cat. It's not a big deal,
But I could gather by the way you talk, you're one of them who has emotions, feelings, loyalty. Ha! I don't know if any of that crap is except words. But I got the idea that fidelity meant something to you. It must have. You were married to that other poor crone for how many years? Over 10? So I figured, he's hurt. He doesn't want me to know how hurt he is. Oh, he's telling me he doesn't want a serious relationship because of what the last one did. Well, honey, I've heard that 1,000 times. In fact, I'm usually the one who does that to the person who complains. But I figured you just needed the right woman to show you the way, because I knew if you stuck around that long, you must have at least had the idea of a long-term love affair in your mind. So I would tell you, I want to be with you. And I looked when you were in the restroom, I went through your drawers and I saw your checking account balance could take me on a vacation or 3. So I figured you're the one I want to stick with. But the obstacle I had was you had said you were still hurt from your last person who cheated on you and was not loyal. Well, I had to use that as my modus operandi. So I went on and on about how I would never cheat on anyone, especially you. And if you would just give me a chance, I'll prove to you I'm nothing like your ex-witch. Well, you weren't going for that. So I had to look at my options. My options were to have you fall head over heels in love with me, but obviously that didn't work. However, I was not prepared to give up on that love making, even though one of my others is a little bigger than you, but still, it's the idea. You see, it gives me a thrill to know that if the person I'm with knew having sex with, if this person really knew exactly what I was about, I can tell that person would be nowhere near me. So that gives me the biggest thrill when I get such a person to strip their clothes off and be intimate with me. I just laugh at it internally because I'm the enemy. Well, so I couldn't tell you because I wasn't going to miss out on that pool. And yes, I'd already been seeing the person I'm with now during that period, which was none of your business. Because after all, you said you didn't want anything serious. So why should I stop looking? Now I know I told you I was serious with you, but that was the price for admission. If I would have told you the truth, you probably would have run the other way, and I couldn't stand that. I couldn't have that. Oh, I love boots. I have a boot fetish. My new lover designed these for me. I'm going to perform with the Shady Lady for the church group, wearing these and nothing else. That's why I stuck around, because when you started finding out about this one and that one and those 3 and those 7, I had nothing else to say except, well, it was a mistake. It just happened. I do love you, but you weren't buying it, and I knew. I thought you were dumb. When I met you, I thought you were stupid, and I thought you'd be putty in my hands. But obviously, I misjudged you, and you have more education than I do, but I'm still smarter. I just didn't know. But, I don't like you guys who check up on things and try to find out if I'm telling the truth. Why should you doubt my word? Did I doubt yours?
Oh, don't give me any of that crap about how you think I used you and that I told you I was going to be faithful to you and all that stuff. You know what? Those to me are just words. Well, I would tell you, for example, on a Friday night that I've been faithful to you from day one. And the moment you left to go out with your other friends, well, I was nude with my other friends, but didn't think you needed to know it because I'm not going to have anything interfere in my meal ticket and pool ticket. You didn't need to know it. Besides, you wanted to be with your friends, so I can do what I want. It doesn't matter that I told you there was nobody else. That's just, again, my price for admission. You're naive and stupid. You don't know how things work. I do. Doesn't matter I didn't go to college and you did. I at least know something. So, I wasn't going to give up on a regular thing. I mean, you were seeing me regularly, so I could just lead you on that you were my one and only, and the other nights you were not around, I would just claim that, oh, I fell asleep. I was watching a church program. So, honey, you need to grow up and learn the ways of the world. And I'm on my way. My lover wants to see me. He loves me and appreciates me, unlike you. If you would have loved me, I wouldn't have even had the need to do those things with those other people you discovered. So you have yourself to blame for that. So hopefully you'll be safe in the future, because the next person you date, they may punch you in the nose if they find out about the way you are. So, I hope I gave you at least something to take away. Ah.
Newsflash. I'm gonna be a Playboy centerfold soon. And you'll wish you would have stuck with me when I gave you the chance? Well, sorry. You blew that one. And you have, once again, yourself to blame. Plus, the photographer really likes my tatas, and he's going to give me a little extra portfolio if I give him a little action. So, don't tell my new lover. Oh, by the way, if you even try to tell my new lover anything about me, just so you know, he already thinks that you are crazy. Yes, he does. So whatever you say to him, if you choose to, he is going to laugh in your face because I told him about the time that you treated me so abusively and how I never recovered, even though I did reverse the story because I kind of told him what I did to you, but he doesn't need to know that. And if you try to tell him, well, that base is covered because he thinks you're crazy. I'm the only sane one around here. So, before you go getting any ideas, just keep that in mind. It'll only hurt you.
God damn it, I told you to keep your goddamn mouth shut. I've just found out that you've been telling my new boyfriend all kinds of stuff about me, and I tried my usual lines, although he's crazy, he's just jealous. The problem I'm encountering is he found out that you're a writer, and he happens to respect a few pieces of work you've written. So now you have made it more difficult on me. Now he's thinking I'm lying to him. And if you don't make this right, I promise you, you will regret this for the rest of your life. So you tell him that you were just kidding and that you were jealous because you wanted me back. If you don't tell him this, I guarantee you will regret it the rest of your life. I know where you hide your spare car keys.